The travel plans of hundreds of South Australians have been thrown into chaos after a volcanic eruption in Indonesia sent a cloud of ash over the Northern Territory. Darwin Airport's been shut down and dozens of flights have been cancelled or diverted as the ash spreads towards Alice Springs.
A spectacular plume of volcanic ash causing chaos in Australia. At Adelaide Airport, a sign repeated across the country, flights disrupted and passengers stranded.
The flight was cancelled.
Michael Sear was hoping to fly from Adelaide to Darwin today, a final stop before returning to Malaysia.
My accommodation and my car rental booked already, so I just want to get to Darwin, that's it.
All domestic and international flights in and out of Darwin have been cancelled since an ash cloud spread over the Northern Territory after a volcano from the Indonesian island of Sumbawa erupted yesterday. Darwin Airport virtually empty today, except for those now stuck.
Just sitting here waiting, can't do anything.
I was going to the Philippines, my friend was going to Spain, she's lost everything.
Strong winds have driven the ash cloud towards Alice Springs, but conditions are now easing, and the cloud is not expected to interfere with other major capital city airports and air routes. But with the volcano continuing to erupt, posing a danger to aircraft, it's not known when flights to and from Darwin can resume, leaving passengers with no option but to wait.
They just say, just wait and see, I'm not sure. So it's just like, it's been like struggle, say that I'm not sure what to do now.
In February, flights to Jakarta, Bali, Singapore and Thailand were cancelled for 2 days after a volcano erupted on the Indonesian island of Java.
Live now to Harvey Biggs. And Harvey, what does this mean for those travelling to Indonesia?
Well, there's good and bad news, Will, and it's a bit of a changing beast at the moment. I can tell you Virgin Australia cancelled a 1:45 flight from Adelaide to Denpasar this afternoon, and that plane was due to return early tomorrow morning, and of course that flight won't go ahead either. But I can tell you a Jetstar flight due to fly out just before 6 this evening is in the final stages of boarding, so it could be good news for those passengers. The advice though is to check with your airline before going to the airport. As for how long these disruptions will continue, that depends on the weather and, of course, the volcano. Back to you.
Thanks for the update, Harvey Biggs there. Former Port Adelaide footballer Dave Granger has refused to comment on allegations he assaulted the Speaker of Parliament, ignoring questions from 9 News this morning. Michael Atkinson claims he was riding past the 59-year-old's home at Woodville Park on March 26 when he was drenched by a bucket of water. A neighbour of Granger will be a witness in the case, which returns to court on June 19.